Good evening. Good evening to you all. Good evening. Thank you so much. Good evening. Good evening to you all. Thank you so much for that warm welcome for what is clearly an awesome evening. Can I have a hooah? That was awesome too, and we didn't even practice. Well, thanks again for the very kind welcome. Thanks for being here with IAVA to celebrate the service of our post-9/11 era veterans over the last 15 years of war, and to salute IAVA, the organization that has emerged as so important to those who serve now and to those who have served since 9/11. I am very pleased to be here this evening and very grateful for the opportunity to welcome and thank you all on behalf of IAVA's Board of Directors. Look, few Americans were as privileged as I was to serve with what deservingly has come to be known as America's new greatest generation. Hooah. And now I feel very privileged to help serve those who have served as IAVA engages in what truly is game-changing work. You heard about it earlier. And the fact is that IAVA has consistently been the best advocate for the veterans of the post-9/11 generation, far and away the most effective voice for those of the new greatest generation. And it's an honor to serve on the IAVA board, to be able to provide assistance to Paul Rieckhoff and the great IAVA team as they pursue initiatives for those who raised their right hands and took the oath during the longest period of war in our nation's history. Each year, IAVA selects an extraordinary civilian leader to recognize at this event. Someone who may not have worn the uniform, but who nevertheless has committed his or her life to supporting those in uniform, our veterans and their families. The individuals IAVA recognizes are those who have truly made a difference in the lives of the heroes who have answered our nation's call. No one, absolutely no one, is more deserving of recognition this evening than is Ken Fisher, the chairman and the CEO of the Fisher House Foundation. I've known Ken for 25 years, since 1991, when his Uncle Zach and the Fisher family proposed to the Chief of Staff of the Army the construction of what have been known as the Fisher Houses. You know them, beautiful structures on military posts with hospitals where families of our wounded warriors and others needing medical attention can stay, free, in a home-like environment, while their loved ones receive care and embark on the often long road to recovery. I was the aide to that Chief of Staff of the Army in 1991, and I remember well the meeting the Chief had with Zach and the other members of the Fisher family. In the intervening 25 years, I've watched with enormous admiration as Ken took the mantle of leadership from his uncle and guided the extraordinary work of the Fisher Foundation. And as year after year, more Fisher houses were built, to the present, when 71 of those houses are in operation around the world. Hooah. During that time, on a number of occasions, I also called on Ken for assistance to families of our fallen heroes early in the post-9/11 wars, when the military systems were not as responsive as they are today. His response, in contrast, was always hearteningly swift. All he needed was how much and to whom to make out the check. And I've thanked Ken repeatedly, as he has also led the establishment of other programs for our military, for our veterans, for our wounded warriors, and for their families, including the Invictus Games, the Hero Miles program, the Hotels for Heroes project, and numerous other initiatives. Ken is, without question, a hero to all of us in this room, someone who has selflessly, generously, and with enormous dedication done so incredibly much for those who have worn the uniform of our country. And in view of all of that, it is a great privilege to help recognize him here this evening and to now direct your attention to the screen above to learn more about a truly great American.